Junie B. Jones and the Little Monkey Business. Chapter 4. Poppy and Rosa. My room at kindergarten is named Room 9. I have two best friends in the place. One of them has the name of Lucille. Lucille sits right exactly next to me. She has a red shirt and also little red fingernails, which are very glossy. My other best friend is named Grace. Me and that Grace sit together on the school bus. Except for not today we didn't, because today Grandpa Melo drove me. Then he walked room 9 with me, and he waved at my teacher. Her name is Mrs. She has another name too, but I just like Mrs. and that's all. When I first walked into my room, Lucia was looking at the Grace's brand new shoes, and their name was Pink High Tops. Hey Grace, those new shoes look very pretty from you, I said, but that dumb Grace didn't even say thank you to me. Grace is angry at you, said Lucille. She said that she was the boss today, and you weren't even there to save her seat, and so she had to sit next to an icky kid. Right, Grace? Grace bumped her head up and down. Yeah, I'm not gonna help it, Grace, I said, because I stay at my Grandpa Arizona, and there's no boss at the place, and so he had to drive me here today. Then I tried to hold Grace's hand, only she quick put it away. That's not very nice of you, Grace, I said. And guess what? Now I'm not going to tell you my special secret. That's when the Grace called me a poopy head. Lucia had my hand. I don't think you're a poopy head, Junie B, she said, and you can tell me a special secret. And I won't tell anybody, not even Grace. That's when the Grace kicked Lucille in the leg, and so Lucille pushed her down, and Mrs. had to come pull them off each other. I raised my hand, very polite. I wasn't involved, I said to Mrs. After that, we had to sit down and do some work. It was called printing our numbers. Only I couldn't do mine that good because Lucille kept talking to me, that's why. Come on, Junie B, she said in her quiet voice. Tell me your special secret. I won't tell. I promise. Yeah, only I can, Lucille, I said, cause no talking to your neighbor, remember? Then Mrs. snapped her fingers at me. See, Lucille, I told you not talking to your neighbor, I hollered. Now I got slapped at. Just then a boy named Jim said, shh, to me. Shut yourself, you big fat Jim, I said back. After the Mrs. stood next to me until I finished my work. Then I got all done and she cracked at it. That made me happy inside, because guess what comes after the work? Something very fun and that's what, and his name is Show and Tell. Mrs. stood next to her desk. Who has something interesting to show in the class today? She said. Then my heart got very pumpy because I had a most special secret in the whole wide world. I raised my hand way high in the air. Ooh, ooh, I heard a weird laugh, me, me, me. Mrs. shook her head at me because I'm not supposed to go ooh, me, me, me. She called William. He's a crybaby in my class. I can beat him up, I think. William, said Mrs. Since you raised your hand so politely, you may go first. And so then William carried a paper bag in front of the room, and he took out a jar of 2 dead crickets. He said William didn't know they were dead. He just thought they were sleeping. John Puppy, John Russell, said William, and he told the class. Hey, wake up in there, he said. After that, William started shaking the jar all over the place, and he wouldn't stop. Wake up, I said, I shouted. Then Puppy and Russell started falling all apart, and Mrs. had to take the jar away. That's when William started to cry, and he had to go to the nurse's office to lie down. And so then I raised my hand way high in the air again, because guess what? My show and tell was way better than 2 dead crickets. Chapter 5. Monkey Business. Mrs. called my name. Junie B, would you like to go next? She asked. Then I jumped right up. Then I ran fast to in front of the room. Guess what? I said very excited. Last night my mother had a baby, and it's a boy come. Mrs. clapped her hands. Junie B just had a new little brother, everyone. She said, isn't it wonderful that all of them clapped too? Yes, only you haven't even heard the best part yet. I said very loud, because guess what else? He's a monkey, that's what else. My new brother is a real life baby monkey. Mrs. got a funny look on her face. She had a squint in her eyes, very teeny, and so maybe she didn't hear me or something, I think. I said I got a monkey brother. I shouldn't be a louder than the mean Jim jumped right up from his desk, and he hollered, liar, liar, flags on fire. No, they're not on fire, we played back Jeff. I said back. I too have a monkey brother. You can ask my grandpa Mel if you don't believe me. Mrs. raised her eyebrows behind their head. Your grandmother told you that your brother is a monkey? Yes, I said. She told me he has strong fingers and long toes, and lots of black fur all over him. So after that, Mrs. kept on looking and looking at me, and she said it was time for me to sit down. Yeah, only I'm not telling children of my monkey brother yet, I explained, 'cause guess what else? His wallpaper has pictures of his jungle friends on it, and his bed balls on the side, but I'm going to teach him not to bite or kill people. Then this named boy will curl his cute freckles on his face said, monkeys are cool to me. I know they're cool, Carol, I said, and guess what else? Maybe I can bring him to school on pet day. A big Carol smiled at me, and so he might be my boyfriend, I think, except for there is a boy in lake who always loved me. Just then Mrs. Sanford stood up and pointed at me. That's enough, Junie B, she said. I want you to sit down now. You and I will talk about this monkey business better. And so that made me giggle because monkey business is a funny word, I think. Then I waved goodbye to my new boyfriend, Rick Harrow, and skipped back to my seat. Chapter 6, Bestest Friends. Recess is my best subject. I learned it in my first week at school. Recess is when you go outside and you can run off your steam, and when you come in, you can still better, and you don't have anything in your past. At recess, me and Lucia and the Grace play horses together. I'm running. Lucia is black, and the Grace is yellowy. I'm running, I hollered as soon as I got outside. I didn't want to play horses today, said Lucia. I want to know more about your monkey brother. Me too, said the Grace. Then Lucia pushed the Grace out of the way, and she whispered secretly in my ear, if you let me the first one to say it, I will let you wear my new rocket. She said, yeah, only get for Lucille, I said. I didn't even know what this dumb rocket is. And so then Lucille showed me her rocket. It was a little golden heart on a chain. Isn't it beautiful? She said, my Nana gave it for me for my birthday. Then she opened up the little heart. There was a little bitty picture inside of that thing, and there is a teeny hair in there. I said, very excited. I know, said Lucille. That's my Nana. See her? And I squeezed it very hard in the little picture. Your Nana is a shrimpy, Lucille. I said, after that, Lucille closed the locket and she gave it to me. Now I'm your best friend, right, Junie? She said, and so I can be the first one to see your monkey brother. Just then, the Grace number flew very hard. No, you cannot, Lucille. I hollered me. I'm a best friend, 'cause me and her ride the bus together, and so I got to see her monkey brother first. Right, Junie B? Right? I mean, Peggy's shoulders go up and down. I don't know, Grace, I said, 'cause Lucille does give me the rocket with the teeny Nana. And so that means she gets to go first, I think. That Lucy suffered food again. She made a bad face at me. Party, she said, except for just then I got a great idea. Hey, Grace. Hey, get what, Grace? I said, very excited. Since Lucy gave me something beautiful, now you can give me something beautiful too. And so that will be very fair of me, I think. Then that Grace started smiling, and she took off a new sparkling earring. Here, she said, I got a silver box this morning. See how the shiny the stone is? That's because the real gown fake plastic diamond. Then she put some red on it, and she shined on the sleeve for me. Oh, I said, I love this thing, Grace. I know, she said. And now I got to share monkey butter first, right, Junie? Right? After that, I had to think a little bit. Yeah, only here's the trouble, Grace, I said. Now I have one thing from you and one thing from Lucia, and so it's a tie. Then Lucia quick took off her red sweater with the Scotty dog on it, and she tied it around my waist. Here, she said, now I have given you two things, and so I am still doing it. Honor your knock, holiday Grace, cause I'm going to give Junie my sack ticket for today, and so she can have my cookie and milk. That's an idea, Grace, I said. Then me and her did a high five. Oh yeah, said Lucille. Then I'm going to give her my snack tickets too, and so I'm still the winner. After that, Lucille looked over herself. But that's not fair, she said, because I didn't have anything else to give her, and so I looked all over her too, and I jumped up and down again. Yes, you do, Grace, I said. You too do have something else to give me, and their name is your new pink high tops. That Grace stared at her feet. She looked really sad. Yeah, only this is the first time I ever wore these, I said very quiet, and so I patted her, and so she'll feel better. I know, Grace asked very nicely, but if you don't give that to me, you won't be able to see my monkey butter. And so then me and the Grace sat down on the grass, and she took off her new pink shoes, and she gave that to me. Thank you, Grace, I said, Potty. Then I stood up. Okay, your turn, I said to Lucia. Only too bad for me, cause just then the stupid bear ran. The end. Continue.